All right, so for today, you guys for reading will be doing a learning path. And so I'm going to quickly just go over the steps related to that. So day two, there's going to be some practice related to text structure. And so after you follow along with the lesson that I am giving you, then day two, you are going to um, be jumping into this first step where you could see this looks a little different, but this is how we're going to set things up this week. Your steps, you're going to choose a passage to read. Now, I'm going to show you some options in a moment. You're going to choose an organizer that you're going to fill out, and then you're going to read for your 30 minutes. So the first step here is, I'll make this larger for you. You choose one of these. Texts, if it's related to Epic, I really wanted to point out right here, we do have an Epic program, like an account, and so we have a class code, and it is right here, and then you can choose your name. And so if you have not been on Epic, or if you choose one of these, that's the class code that will get you there, or else there's some other text here. But you're going to choose a text, read a page or two. You don't have to read the whole thing. You can kind of skim over it, but you're going to try to figure out the text structure based on what we've talked about in our lesson, the text structure of that text, or at least that portion of a text. Because remember, in a large informational piece, there might be different sections that are different text structures. And so after you choose what that is, you will choose one of these organizers. So if, for instance, you think your text structure of your piece is compare and contrast, you'll click on here and it will download, it'll make a copy and you'll download an organizer related to comparing and contrasting. And you are going to fill that out. What are the two things being compared and contrasted? What are some things about this topic, some things about this topic, some things they have in common? That's compare and contrast. You'd fill it out and then share it with me. And that's what you do for the first step of your learning path. And then you will see here, the learning path also gives you the step of this text structure organizer. So you actually can download it here if you choose this way. It'll look the same as the page here. So that second step is to grab the organizer. So as long as it looks like you can do it from the first slide, but if you're having trouble, just go to the next step and pull one of these organizers. So that's what that will be for the second step. Then the rest is pretty much the same of what you did yesterday. You're going to be reading, and you could choose one of the texts that you grab from Epic or Mayan that's related to informational writing, like a nonfiction text, and then answer one of these questions like you did yesterday. And then the last step, you're going to post a response. Down here, you respond to a thread. You create a thread based on your response to one of these, and then you are going to respond to one classmate, just like yesterday. Make sure you give your thinking. Don't just say, I agree with you, but you'd say, I agree with you because, or I have a similar story, or I have a connection to that. You are having a description of your thoughts, not just stating it and moving on. It should not be a short one sentence response, but it doesn't have to be too long, but I want to see your thinking. And so that's the last step of your path related to the reading, and then jump over to the writing. I have a video explaining that. Let me know if you have any questions, and have fun reading.